this morning, I crawled out of my bed. My back was really aching, my eyes were cherry red. It's just the morning after, I don't remember who was here. I'll eat a slice of that cold pizza and wash it down with warm beer. I got that not so fresh feeling from my head down to my toes. I think I had a good time, heaven only knows. It's just the morning after. Lord, it's funky up in here. Help me now, yeah. I'll eat a slice of cold pizza and wash it down with warm beer. Yeah, you got it now, hey.
Yeah, you got it now. Hey, welcome everybody to the Morning After with JP and Big Joe. I'm JP. Right over there is Big Joe. Big Joe, say hi to him. Fist pumping. I had a feeling you were going to do this again. I had a feeling you weren't going to say anything. Is that really? Are we really going to do this again? Fantastic. All right, Joe. I had a feeling you were going to do this today. So I got a co-host. I got a replacement co-host because I don't really appreciate that you're not talking. Just kidding. Welcome everybody to the Morning After with JP and Big Joe. Joe, as you can see, is not talking again. So I brought on the lovely Coach Lore. Let's bring her in. Hey, Coach.
Hello there.
Thanks for jumping on and being my co-host today.
I am going to try to replace the big shoes of Big Joe.
Well, body mass wise, I think you could fit maybe 4 of you inside one Big Joe.
Yes, I think so.
You're
I'm going to try my best.
Small. Yeah, well, thank you very much for joining the broadcast today. Joe is doing that thing where he doesn't talk, and it happened last week, and like I said, I had a feeling it was going to happen again today. So thanks for jumping on.
Of course. What a big jerk! I hope he starts talking now.
Well, no, I don't want to get on here and talk bad about him because, like I said, this is the Morning After with JP and Big Joe. It's half his show. He can talk if he wants to. If he doesn't want to talk, that's cool too.
That's fair.
Yeah, totally fair. Thank you. So yeah, we got a big show today. We got also a last minute guest on. We're going to have, this is for a good cause, folks. We've got the great artist Jen Marshall is going to be on the show. This is a last minute kind of thing because she's got a friend who's in some sort of dire straits. We've got a GoFundMe going on, and she's going to come, and we're going to talk about that. So it's all for a good cause. This is very important. Of course, I would never have Jen Marshall on the show unless it was for some kind of good cause. She's just not that interesting. So I'm just kidding. She's all right. But yeah, welcome to the show. It's Friday. I'm really happy that you guys showed up again. You guys keep doing it. Really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting Big Joe. Thank you for supporting Coach Lore. It really means a lot to us that you guys get up and hang out with us on Friday mornings.
Yeah, the show's 10 a.m. People get up at 10 a.m. to come watch.
Some people will get up way earlier. They'll be in the waiting room at 7 a.m. waiting 3 hours for our show, and we just tell them to come back later. It's not going to be on. It's not going to be on until later.
Relax.
But yeah. Thanks for joining, everyone. Always, you can always follow, subscribe, do all that stuff that YouTubers and Twitchers and they ask you to do that kind of thing. I don't really like to do it, but I do it anyway. Also, if you have an email you want to send us, send it to morningaftertv@gmail.com. We like to poke through the email, see what you guys send us.
What can they send? Can they send like stories? Can they send like anything?
That's a great question, Coach Lore. They can send whatever they want. I mean, I can't stop them from saying whatever they want. They can send whatever they want. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to talk about it or display what they sent us on the show. But I just love opening that email and seeing what people sent. Shazbot, one of our good one of our good viewers, he's been sending over some old pictures of Big Joe, and I've been loving that.
Nice.
So, stuff like that. So things you might think we'll find interesting. Please send them on over.
Awesome.
So a lot of things happened last night. I think I went to bed thinking I'm not sure what we're going to talk about today on the show, and then this morning I was like, oh wow, it's a new day. Look at all this stuff happening. Where do we start? So, where do we start? I want to talk about this video I saw last night. No, it was this morning, as I just said. So, as you know, Coach Lore, there is a global pandemic going on.
Oh.
Most businesses here in America, they require you to mask up before you get in. Seems fair, seems courteous.
Very.
Wear the mask, easy. You only got to do it while you're in the store.
Very empathetic.
It's empathetic, exactly. And I'd like them to do it outside of the store, but that's fine too. But last night I saw a video filmed in my very hometown of Castro Valley. A woman didn't want to wear the mask, so she protested in her own sort of way. This happened late last night in Castro Valley, California, my hometown. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video. Yeah, I had to learn, let's just say I had to learn how to blur out private parts.
Oh
no. for today's broadcast. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video. This is at the Trader Joe's in Castro Valley, California. This happened last night.
I've been there. Jen took me there. Cool.
Yeah, you've been there. Yeah.
Been there.
It's one of the best Trader Joe's in the world.
It really is.
Anyway, let's check out this video. Once again, this was filmed last night, I believe, in Castro Valley at the Trader Joe's. Let's check it out.
Bitch up here at Trader Joe's tripping.
Yeah, before we watch, I want to shout out to Wood. This video is from Wood Gang Lee on Instagram. Thank you for filming this, and I left your Instagram handle up there, for credit. So here we go.
Bitch up here at Trader Joe's tripping. She running up on shit. Oh no! What the fuck going on in the world, bruh? What the fuck was that? I just needed some juice.
So yeah,
what a creative way to respond to this.
Yeah, it's like a whole new kind of protest. So if you were angry enough, would you just straight pull your shirt off?
No, it's usually when I'm not angry. Like, why would that elicit that response? That's so strange.
Good question. Massive respect to the Trader Joe's employee who I guess kept his cool. He did what he could. I think you can't really hear it, but you can hear he says something about her shirt. Like he says something about her shirt, but he's maintaining calm the whole time. I love Castro Valley. I love it so much, but I was not expecting to see that this morning.
No, and you know what? God bless these people that work at grocery stores or have to see the end of the retail spectrum. Like we worked at Starbucks for a while, and you see all kinds of people. So to be able to deal with that situation, it's just it's bizarre. Why would you do that?
So you know how we'll see like videos of people freaking out at the airport?
Oh yeah.
And like just people screaming at the top of their lungs and adults throwing temper tantrums at the airport. You and I watched one the other day, and I was like, I almost feel for that lady, because the airport does drive you insane,
Yeah.
Not to the point of temper tantrum. I've gotten close, but the airport does do that too. Trader Joe's has never Trader Joe's has never gave me that passion, for lack of a better word. I've
Oh.
never. Yeah, well, what's
I
in
think
that
it's
store?
just that last drop, though. You know what I mean? You're having a bad day. You're already over it. You're not the kind of person that wants to wear a mask. And then maybe this is the last thing you have to do in the day. It's just that last drop, you know?
Look at us. We're trying our hardest to find an excuse for this lady.
We are.
We're trying to find some kind of rationale.
We are. We are. And you know what? It's happened in the past, even though Castro Valley is not San Francisco. San Francisco was the largest anti-masking group in the United States in our first pandemic. Well, not our first pandemic, but in the pandemic back in 1918. So
Oh, okay.
this isn't any different.
I don't remember that one.
I wasn't there for it.
That was before my time. But you're saying San Francisco was full of anti-maskers back then?
Yes, they had a huge anti-masking movement, which bled everywhere, but they were one of the biggest ones.
Can we watch this video again? Can we watch again? This, I don't, for those who just tuned in, I don't know if they saw the whole fucking thing. A lady took her shirt off in protest at Trader Joe's in Castro Valley. We're going to watch it again. We're going to watch it again, everyone. My favorite part is that the guy just wanted to get tangerine juice.
I just wanted some juice.
I just wanted some tangerine juice and saw this crazy shit. Also, it's captioned "Karen's Gone Wild." I love that.
Bitch up here at Trader Joe's tripping.
She's pointing at people.
She running up on shit.
He's pointing at her. Here it comes. Whoop!
Oh no! The fuck going?
Is it maybe that, like, this sounds mean, but she knows how bad it is that she's like, I'm going to torture you with this view? I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I don't not to sound I don't know what the word is, just perverted, I guess, but like
we don't want to see that. She's using it as an offense. It's an it's an offensive.
If someone
move.
else did it, maybe if Coach Lore did it, that guy would be like, oh yeah, go on in.
But again, I wouldn't use it as an offensive move. Like, what? It's just a little, it's interesting.
Yeah.
It's creative.
Yeah. It's creative for sure, but I like the way you said it. You're like, this lady knew it wasn't great over here. And without I've given you guys the benefit of the blur. I've blurred it, but without the blur, this was on, I don't want to report the guy. I'm not going to, but it was on Instagram, private parts and all, which I'm pretty sure Instagram doesn't allow, but it was really far away. You can barely see him. I only blurred it out because we're on Twitch. Twitch is very, I don't want to get banned for life here. Just so I could show some anti-masker freaking out at my hometown Trader Joe's.
I do like the creativity, though. If you're going to do something instead of being violent, sure. Just lift your shirt up.
I feel like she had completely emptied her bag of tricks at that point, and then was like, "What can I do?"
Yeah,
now?
I already screamed on the floor in Costco. I need something else. Yeah.
Yeah, and I love the guy filming. It's just like, oh, because it was already good footage, getting someone all, in a huff about wearing a mask, and then the cherry on top, she busted him out. I love that. I love Castro Valley.
It's a great little town.
I actually will definitely. You've been there a couple times. My hometown, as I've said 80 times so far. Shout out to the Castro Valley Legends Facebook page. They're actually the one that shared this video and
nice
brought it to my attention. CV Legends, love them. Anyway, that was interesting.
Yeah. What else happened in the world? I mean, so much happens, but this is just a lot of flower.
A lot of stuff happened in the world, but none more interesting than that. Nothing more
I
interesting
agree.
than that. Yeah, honestly, I could talk about anti-mask stuff for quite a while. I could talk about people having temper tantrums for quite a while, but that's not that kind of show. We're not trying to bum anyone out.
No,
Okay. I would
no.
like to tell you how much I don't like people that refuse to wear masks, but I'm not going to do it.
No, and everyone has their own behavior and everyone has their own ability to choose what they want, and we can only but educate and try to,
We're all the sum of our parts, right? As all the things that I absorbed as a baby to what I am, to the age I am now. I won't say it, my late 20s. Everything from then till now made me who I am, for better or for worse. These people that we look at on Instagram that are flashing people that they're upset at, I don't know what led them to that fork in the road. So it's hard for me to judge, but at the same time, it's you want to say don't do that. And you want to say put your mask on, but I don't know what their parents did to them. It's like he's a fool, he knows not what he says. This woman, I want to talk to her. I want to know what brought her there, all the years of what were your parents like, what were your grandparents like, what was your childhood like? I want to know all of that stuff.
That's why I do what I do. And I know that in the past you've been like, how can you do that? But I love going to the other parts and just wanting to know. I want to know.
You've absolutely made me way more open-minded about this kind of thing. I was a very take things as they are, seeing as believing type of person. So if I saw this lady do that, I'd hate her and not forgive her, and I'm not mad at anybody that does, that is not willing to forgive her. But I'm trying to get into more of a headspace where I try to figure out how they got to that point, and you helped me out with that a lot, Coach Laura. So thank you very much. You're getting serious.
Yeah,
You're getting very personal. So what do you say we bring in our very special guest? As I alluded to earlier in the broadcast, Jen Marshall's with us. She's got a very good friend going through some tough times. There's a GoFundMe page. Actually, first of all, I wish I led with this at the start of the episode. You will find the link. We will be referring to a GoFundMe page. You will find the link to that GoFundMe page down below. This is, of course, assuming you're watching on Twitch. So if you're not, go ahead to the Twitch page, Young Pope TV. Just scroll down past the video, big box. It says donate to Kim's GoFundMe. So go ahead and click that whenever you want. So without further ado, let's stop having me trip on my own words. And it's not a good intro. I got to get better at these intros. Maybe I should write them out. I have a big blank piece of paper in front of me that could have been used as a template for an intro.
You're saying she deserves a better intro. Jen Marshall deserves a better intro?
Well, when you put it like that, I'm not so sure. But let's bring her on anyway. Here she is, the great Jen Marshall. How you doing, Jen?
Hey.
Hey. What do you got? You got like a work board back there. Is that like your daily kind of?
I'm kind of a business girl.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. So I'm already jealous of your sort of organizational
skills. We'll call them skills.
But more like willingness, your organizational willingness. Because I feel like I could have the skills if I put the time into organizing stuff, but I just don't. Maybe I should get a big whiteboard like that. Coach Laura, you're really good at organizing. Where's your whiteboard?
It helps.
Oh yeah.
It helps? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, can we see what you got going on there? Is there anything interesting, or is it all secret?
It's all secret.
Okay.
All of it's secret, actually. Okay. So no, you can't see.
Folks, this is Jen Marshall.
Can
please,
I really quickly mention how disappointed I am that you guys have like a 20-minute conversation about the Trader Joe's in Castro Valley and you don't invite me in on it? What the hell is that?
Well, you're here. So Well, okay. Before we get into the Trader Joe's thing, I do want to talk more about the lady who showed her breasts at the Trader Joe's in Castro Valley last night. This is breaking fucking news too. This is like last night. This wasn't on Reddit or YouTube. This was
Castro Valley Legends.
Yes, this was on Castro Valley Legends. So we will be talking to you about that. But before that, please, Jen, tell us what's going on with the GoFundMe page that you started.
Okay. So I've got a very dear friend. Her name is Kim. She's a great wife, a great mom. One of her daughters actually has autism. And she unfortunately had a double mastectomy over the last year. And if that wasn't...
for those who don't know what that is, I believe that's when you have both of your breasts removed, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So she had breast cancer. She, if that wasn't enough, now she's got like insane scar tissue buildup that's incredibly painful and tight and tears. So since I just talked to her recently, and she told me that since October, she's had to get over 8,000 individual shots put into her chest.
Now I read that and I wasn't sure if that was a typo or not.
No, it's not.
8,000 shots.
8,000.
And that's since October, you said?
Most of them are like steroid shots.
I haven't done anything 8,000 times in the span of 4 or 5 months.
No.
Let alone syringes into your body.
No.
Okay, do go on.
Yeah.
Poor woman.
She has been getting that to help with the scar tissue buildup and the tearing and all that shit. And then she, in addition to that, has part of her stomach is like producing these like, they're not like fat tumors, but they're like deposits, and they can become either fat tumors or benign or cancerous. And unfortunately, her body is pretty prone to making cancer. So this surgery would take out the scar tissue buildup and also take out that part of her stomach that is producing that.
Wow.
So the kicker in all this is that her insurance company says that it's not life or death. It'll greatly improve the quality of her life, but technically it's not life or death. So we're really not going to pay for it.
This is the part that interested me, because the doctors are saying it's not life or death. However, there is something in her body that is prone to getting cancer, right?
Yes.
So it's not life or death right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
interesting wording by the doctors, I must say.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Technicalities. Gotta love it.
So
it's preventive. So if it's preventive, it doesn't count.
Yes. So she is kind of screwed. Like the insurance company's like, yeah, we'll pay for like a small portion of it, but we're not going to pay for the whole thing. So she has to come up with $10,100 for a surgery for an insurance company that she already pays for. It's not like she doesn't have insurance.
Wow.
And so I was hoping we can help her.
Absolutely, absolutely. And as I said, the link is right below this window. You can find it.
And I want to mention that Kim is, she's gone through all of this, but she's such a bright light. I actually met her because of Jen, and she actually came to me and just started supporting me in everything that I do. And she's so sweet. And when we talk, she's just so positive in everything that she does. So she really is just a wonderful human being that if you guys don't know her, you need to get to know her, because she's fantastic.
Jen,
Kim is, sorry.
Can you explain to me the one part that seems a little crazy to me? So of course you said that her medical insurance, since it's not which is a weird word, which is not technically life or death. You're telling me that Kim's medical insurance now won't cover the surgery unless she agrees to get fake boobs?
Oh, yes. So that's the best part.
This part I'm having trouble understanding.
Sorry. Yeah, I completely left that part out. So the insurance company says, yes, we will not give you this surgery we won't pay for the full surgery unless you make the decision that you'll get boobs, which it sounds like they'd be taking the fat from her stomach, which is the area that she's producing these cancerous problems, and put it into her boobs, which it just sounds illegal.
What is the scientific reasoning behind the doctors saying this isn't worth doing unless you get fake boobs? Why can't we remove the cancerous items and then just leave her breasts the way they are?
So I want to say that I think it helps with like the stretching of the scar tissue buildup, but I really don't know.
And honestly, it doesn't sound like science. It sounds like business.
It sounds like business to me. And even if it wasn't business, you really can't give her this fucking surgery. She at this point, really, come on, like what the fuck?
Fucking absurd.
I just don't see the connection. I just don't see why they would have to insert that fat somewhere else into the body. Why can't we just throw it in the bin?
I don't know. And the surgery length is like substantially smaller if she doesn't it's night and day.
And she's already gone through so many surgeries.
She's gone through so many surgeries. The recovery time is way less. Like everything is so much. It's just way different.
Okay. Now, besides this GoFundMe page, is there any other way we can support Kim?
If you want to go bring her some cash.
I heard that you might be raffling off some art. Is that correct?
I am. Yeah. So part of this GoFundMe is I'm doing it as a raffle, and I've already had a lot of people and local companies donate things for the raffle.
Really?
Yes. We've had an amazing turnout so far. So original paintings, I'm going to do an original painting, like an original oil painting. There is this great shop in Dublin, a tattoo shop called Stay True, and a few of the people there are going to be putting in paintings or prints. There's a girl named Steph, a girl named Brendan, and then a guy named Brendan, and then a guy named Matt.
Girl named Brendan.
Yeah, girl named Brendan. They're all going to be putting stuff in. Some people who I've worked for in the past or worked with in the past, like Victor Trujillo, he's going to put some prints in. Chris Perkins, Ronnie Flores, and then Lore's wonderful Warrior Room. They're going to be putting in some. I mean, she could be able to tell you a little bit better what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, we're going to be donating some sessions, guys. So we're going to be donating packs of sessions, one-on-one sessions, which you can train with me or Coach John, group sessions, which we have our high intensity interval training and boot camp style, and also some yoga sessions that you can take with me. So that's a product that doesn't matter where you are. You can take it anywhere, and it's 100% free, and you get to come and train with us.
Yeah, check out the Warrior Room and check out Coach Lore. Sweet.
Also,
check out JP and check out Jen Marshall.
Hey,
they're cool too.
Also, Zocalo Coffee Shop is donating a gift card. Austin Lewis Salon in Dublin, also the same. There's a bookstore in Pleasanton, and they've been super supportive of Kim throughout like forever. They're awesome. There's another place called Heart Blaster Clothing, and they're going to be giving out some shirts. And it's been super amazing. My friend Jessica is going to be doing an in-home haircut.
That's so cool.
She'll come to you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we've
That's
had some
amazing.
really awesome setup so far.
Yeah, folks, get in touch. Get in touch with Jen Marshall. There's, like I said, there's a link at the bottom. You can donate there. But if you want to support some of these businesses that that Jen was just referring to, please hit her up at Jen Marshall Art on Instagram. I actually was just showing some of your beautiful artwork on the broadcast. Very nice.
And support Jen Marshall. Not only is she's an artist, she's a photographer, she's a tattoo artist. She's phenomenal. She did my piece, which a lot of people ask about on Instagram constantly. She's great. I mean, she's a great
so
artist.
many people ask her about that tattoo.
Yeah.
Really?
So many people ask her about that tattoo, and they almost 80% of the time think that it's someone else. You know, they see what do they think? It's Clint Eastwood.
I get Clint Eastwood a lot.
This isn't helpful for me, guys.
No. But if they knew who they were looking at, they know who it was.
They're just
I get
not
Marilyn
cultured,
Monroe.
okay?
Yeah, they're just not cultured, but they love the piece. The artwork is good. She also has new mugs though, guys. I actually love this mug she sent me because it reminds me of Mars Attack. I just love that time period and I just love it. So good job. Thank you.
Can I show
Mars
off the
Attack?
mug? Can I show off the mug that Jen sent me? It's not a Jen Marshall Tattoos mug, but it's a Strangers with Candy mug.
I love mugs. There's
Strangers
a
with
good chance that if you're in my
candy.
life, you're gonna get a mug at some point.
Oh
Folks,
yes.
Folks, become friends with Jen, get a mug,
Get a mug.
and also watch Strangers with Candy. What a great
yes.
show!
Yes.
Can we
Yes.
please just give a highlight to Stephen Colbert, Amy Sedaris? Come on.
And the
All
whole
things that
rest
are
of the
good.
gang.
And the rest
yeah,
of the
and-
gang.
Name
She's a
one more
comedian.
cast member from the show.
Oh.
Who, me?
Yeah, name one more.
Fuck.
I can't do it. Either.
Jellyneck? Joffrey?
Yeah.
Jelly neck.
There we go.
Who
So,
cares?
so this is awesome, Jen. How long has this been going on? Actually, how long has the GoFundMe been up?
Let's see. Last night.
Oh yeah, moving fast. This is good.
Yes.
Well, dude, life moves fast. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It
Yeah.
does. You can't wait for it to slow down for you. I don't know. That
What
didn't-
sweet sentiments.
I wouldn't mind a little slow down. Slow down feels good. You know, didn't the time between like the year 2000 and 2005, didn't that seem like about 15 total years? And then the time between 2005 till now seemed about like 5 minutes.
Because
Is
you
that
were a
just me?
teenager. You were
Yeah.
seeing it differently. It was just your age.
It's because we're just getting drunk the whole time. you
Yeah.
know?
That's true. That's true. That's true. Jen, I think it's really, really, really amazing what you're doing. You whipped it together very, very fast. I'm just gonna keep saying it, folks. Click that link right below this video on Twitch. Please donate if you can. We just want to do good things for our friends.
And we know
Yeah.
it's hard times for everybody, but if you have $1, $2, you know what I mean, to donate, whatever, we'll take anything. And it really is helping someone that's fantastic. You guys can go find Kim too, follow her on Instagram. She's a wonderful, wonderful human being. So
Yeah, she's
whenever we
awesome.
can give a little bit to help somebody else out, it's a beautiful thing. And we never know when we might need something, and it just works that way in a community, so it's just about helping each other out.
I was just telling her last night because she's, like she's just someone who's really close to me, and like just the community is everything. It super is. Like even Kate, you guys know Kate. She did our digital poster just last minute, 2 hours last
Kate!
night. Like just nothing. Like it was
Wow.
nothing. She's so talented. It's crazy.
She really is.
That's awesome. Somebody send that to me, Kate. If you're watching, send that to me.
That is
Send an
awesome.
email. Yeah, we'll
yeah,
share.
she's
it.
awesome.
Yeah, and you know what? Hey, even if you don't know Kim, just help her fight against the ridiculous injustice being inflicted upon her by her medical insurance. This is ridiculous. You should be upset about this, whether or not you know Kim or not. It's an, as far as I know, an uncalled for a stipulation that they've put on her in order to get this surgery that's not technically life or death, but would make her life just so much easier and so much more like ours, a normal cancer-free sort of a life, so
And
fight back, man. Fight back against these fucking insurance companies that try to fuck people over.
and excuse me for being negative, but I do know a lot of people that, don't have a lot of money, and yet they get everything covered. Their boobs, the lip fillers, the Botox, all this cosmetic surgery. And when someone actually needs something, you tell them you can't cover that. I think it's absurd. It's fucked up. It's stupid.
Didn't Coach Lord, didn't you have a customer at Starbucks that would come in and like nickel and dime you guys on like the drinks and stuff like that,
Absolutely.
but would have like new lips and new boobs every fucking
and nails and no money and again, so living off of all of these government fundings, which it is upsetting for me because as a Mexican person, we've been told that we're the only ones that do it. You know what I mean? And it's not true, man. Like there's a lot of people that it's just not fair. And again, I don't want to be negative, but Kim actually needs this. She deserves this. This is about your health. It's not about your appearance or aesthetics. So it does make me really angry. So we have to come together and help each other out.
Straight up. Let's help her out, folks. Jen.
Yeah.
Now that I got you, Jen.
Okay, here I am.
What are your thoughts
On the lady in Castro Valley.
On the lady in Castro Valley, in front of the Trader Joe's, who exposed herself in protest, in anti-mask protest.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? Should we watch the video one more time for those who have just tuned in? Okay, for those who have just tuned in, last night in my hometown of Castro Valley, California, a woman did not want to wear a mask before going into Trader Joe's. So she did what any normal person would do. She lifted up her shirt, showed everybody her tits. So we're going to watch the video one more time because I just can't get enough of it. Here we go.
Bitch up here at Trader Joe's tripping.
His commentary is my favorite part. The Trader Joe's employee's pretty chill. He's pointing, but he's chill. Whoa!
Oh no! What the fuck going on in the world, bruh? What the fuck was that? I just needed some juice.
Oh,
I love it.
man.
I love it. Okay, so my guess is that's a learned trait.
A learned trait.
Yeah. Yeah.
So explain.
Okay, so you know, people treat you the way that like you have taught them to treat you, you know?
Yeah.
And she throughout her years may not have looked so, I mean, she might have looked a little bit more sexy than now and may have found her way into a couple situations that she wouldn't have found herself in by flashing her boobs.
I see.
And then the years have caught up with her and she's still using the same techniques,
It's not
not
working.
seeing the same results anymore.
Wow. I see. Now, I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, I think that's a learned trait.
Wow. See, now Coach Laura went the opposite way. She was like, well, maybe.
I really like her. I like your perspective on that, Lore. Because
She was like, I know these are a weapon. I'm going to use them. Whereas you're like, she might think these are going to, you know, butter the Trader Joe's employee up a little bit.
It could go both ways. I was also thinking right now when she did that, was she kind of saying like, I don't care about COVID, enter me? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care about COVID so bad that it's like just enter my skin, you know? I don't know. That's what I thought for a second.
I mean, like,
Possibly.
if she really doesn't want to wear a mask, like, you know, there are probably places that would be much easier to get into without a mask. But I get it.
Yeah.
There are
Yeah.
I mean, like, I can't even consider moving somewhere if they don't have a Trader Joe's local. Like, it's just not an option. There's like no way. It's part of the real estate situation for myself.
God.
Yes. The Trader Joe's brand black bean dip is
Yes,
just
where
to
is the
die
Trader
for.
Joe's in location of where you guys are trying to be? Because this is not going to work for me.
Well, she just might have to move to a new location because I'm not sure if she's ever going to be welcome in that Trader Joe's again.
Oh,
I
I mean, I don't like to brag, but I know quite a few people who work there.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask. I'll find out for you guys. Absolutely. This is not the end of this video for you guys. We're going to figure this out for sure.
Oh, I don't think it is because I'm quite sure this video is probably going to go viral or something. I mean, the lady,
Viral or not, I mean, I got some insight on this. I'm going to find out who,
Okay.
everything. I'm going to find it all out. I'm going to find
like
out
us.
names.
Will you be a correspondent sort of for us? Maybe we can check back with you.
Yes,
Okay,
that's fair.
good.
I like how someone just asked, is that Jen at Trader Joe's?
Is that Jen at Trader Joe's?
See, learn trait. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the lady that showed her breasts at the Trader Joe's in Castro Valley.
Oh, see, that would have been a better intro.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
we could have made this a bit.
Damn
We
it.
could have made this a bit.
Next
All
time.
right.
Next
Well-
time.
What do you say? Do you want to hang out and watch another video with us?
Yeah, I do. I'm in.
Okay, pardon me. I've got a little
COVID.
something. Like that. Yeah. Oh, geez. That's not funny.
God.
Sorry, my bad.
That's not funny. Don't
You
laugh.
know what? Too soon.
Don't-
I went too far. My bad. Oh my god.
That's not funny. Don't laugh. Which means It is
sorry.
funny, and please, you should laugh.
I have a question before the next video. Jen, do you also leave your tea bag in the entire time until you drink the whole tea?
Wow, this is a little invasive.
Because I
yes,
do.
Yes, I also will. I've been known to pile in the tea bags, especially if it's green tea.
No,
If it's black
Do
tea,
that
I
too.
can't. But
No.
green tea, I just keep them coming.
too strong.
Or herbals too,
That's
because
that's a
herbals
real
are fine.
addict. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah,
strong.
that-
I go by the suggested
Nope.
time every single time, and I pull that
He
fucker out. And
does.
it's
Nope.
perfect tea every time.
No.
JP
not
puts
with
a timer.
green tea.
He
It's
waits for his
perfect tea.
timer. Bam, runs, bags out.
No.
He's a tea
Look.
master.
Tea is like cooking. You're acting like it's baking.
Oh.
Look. You said it yourself, right? You can't oversteep black tea. So what
Are
makes
you
you
only
think
drinking black tea?
and I'm drinking all sorts of tea, but what makes you think that you can't oversteep other teas?
Because the black tea gets tingy. Green tea is tingy by itself. It doesn't matter.
Some are worse
You're
than
drinking
others.
grass.
I'll
Who
admit.
cares?
I'll admit some are worse than others. But
Yeah.
what's that? What's Coach Laura? What is the Damiana tea made from? What's in there?
Damiana tea is made from a flower, and it's the flower,
Okay.
the Damiana flower, yeah, and it's
Is it
roots,
pronounced
too.
dummy on a tea like that?
Damiana? Yeah.
Damiana.
He said dummy on a tea.
my point is, it's an herbal tea. There's no caffeine or anything. But if you leave that thing steep just 2 minutes
Oh,
too long, it is the nastiest, most bitter ass tea. But it's a delicious tea if you let it steep right.
So technically, it's not tea.
Yeah, it's herbal infusion.
Yes,
Oh my
there's
God.
actually no tea plant in it.
Yeah, only green tea and black
It
tea or
just
anything that
sounds
comes
good.
from the bush.
You
And white
guys
tea.
know what I'm saying. You guys know what I
I'm
mean.
just saying. Okay, so herbal teas, I don't be double dipping on those, but green teas, yes, I just keep them coming.
I was
Why
just
do you-
curious. Gonna
So,
roll on
yeah,
to the next video.
You love the
Yeah.
caffeine then.
I just love the tea. I seriously will drink a decaf. I don't care. I just like green tea.
Me too. I love the taste
But it's
of
got
green
more.
tea.
It's worse for you if it's decaf because it's weird.
I don't
how
like
they
the
take
way
it out.
this. I don't like the direction this show is taking a turn.
I'm sorry.
I
Let's
feel like
get
you
a
guys
video.
are both.
My bad.
You guys
know
are.
what? We went in a thing. You weren't cool with it. We forgot. It was
Let's
your
go with the
show.
video.
Let's get a video going.
No. I mean, this is supposed to be my show. I brought you guys on as guest
know.
co-host, and it feels like you guys are kind of teaming up on me. And,
You're right. You're right.
We're
I'm
sorry. We're
okay,
really
thank
sorry.
you. Apology accepted. But
Thank you. Oh.
try it. Take the tea bag out at the suggested time. You'll find it and sweeten
I'll try
it a
anything
little
once.
bit. Don't over sweeten. Just a little honey. I know you know how to drink tea, but
I definitely don't drink honey with green tea.
I put
only
just
black
a
tea.
little, just a little.
No,
just a little
it's like
honey.
try not to have sweets if I don't need them.
I do the same thing, which is why I sometimes don't have honey. But
But I like this.
it's
I
honey.
like the throat. I like what it does for my cough or my throat. I have a smoker.
Yes.
I have a weed cough, a perpetual weed cough.
And I don't.
So
and I know.
you're just not
JP,
cool.
may I please direct you to the comments that they're writing, because Dan Souza just wrote something really funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
see that. Well, let's share it with the audience at home. DC just says, from flashing to teabagging, this is getting raunchy. Indeed. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I tend to walk right into these innuendos. Tobias
do.
from Arrested Development, how that's like his thing. That's kind of like, that's me. I honestly, I say these
I blew
accidental
myself.
innuendos. I blew myself.
I blew
yeah.
myself.
And I never noticed that I did this until I met Big Joe, because Big Joe is like, he's a machine. So if you say anything that deserves that's what she said or something like that, like he's on it. And I went my whole life, and then I met him, and it took him for me to realize that I say the dirtiest shit without even knowing it all the time. And then
Actually, peas.
yeah,
no,
thanks
I'm
for
getting
taking
more
a big old
tea.
stand up,
We've had a tea conversation.
a big old stand up piss right on the middle of my show.
Yeah. In the kitchen.
Yeah, she stood up over the sink, and that's how it made that noise. Anyway,
God, you're so distracting.
yeah.
I'm really sorry.
You got a comment? Is this a podcast about tea now? I like chamomile. I have a chamomile right in this cup. Right in this cup. It's a citrus chamomile. But hey, folks, enough about tea. So last night, something happened on the news. It's pretty funny. During Brian Williams, we know who Brian Williams is, right? He's a like a
Beach
CNN
Boy?
anchor. That's Wilson. That's Brian Wilson.
I actually don't know who Brian Williams is.
Brian Williams is I think he's I don't know what network, but he's a news reader. He's a news anchor. Last night on his show, he went to pull up a video, as they do, but it was not the right video.
Yes.
Some fucking genius, some slick fuck that works at again, I don't know the network, but whatever slick fuck works at the network slid this video in, probably got fired, and our show is much better for it. So let's watch it here. Here we go.
This meeting today between McCarthy and Trump, we'll watch it and react on the other side. I love you. You complete me. Not just as
Just shut up. You had me at hello. You had me at hello.
that is, obviously we have rolled the wrong clip, and we were sold a bill of goods here. I thought this was going to be of the McCarthy and Trump meeting, and someone's going to be, of course, in big trouble.
So I love how he said we were sold a bill of goods. That's his way of saying that we've been had. Oh, sorry about that. We've been sold a bill of goods.
Oh my god!
Props to Douglas Sloan. He's a political analyst, lives in DC. He's the one that recorded that video footage, and that's him laughing.
Oh, I thought that was him swapping it out.
No, that was him laughing. So yeah, he meant to play a video of Trump and what's the guy's name?
McCarthy.
Paul?
Not that one.
Oh, okay.
Not that one.
Oh my god!
You know, I love how nobody took the video off as it was playing. That was like a good 45 seconds of video, and nobody was like, "Cut it, kill it." They just
That
no
was
one
my
realized
question.
it was Tom Cruise.
I was as soon as you saw his face, isn't like, well, this isn't Trump or McCarthy, so they just left it on.
Well, they had been sold a bill of goods, Coach Lore.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
are we
true.
watching Top Gun?
And I love the guy in the middle. I'm just gonna play it one more time because it's so funny. I love the guy in the middle's
This
reaction.
meeting today between McCarthy and Trump, we'll watch it and react on the other side. I love you. You complete me.
Take your mic off mute there, Coach Lore.
As
Just shut up. You had me at hello.
It's also such a stupid line. line.
Hello.
The guy in the middle.
Just losing it.
We were sold a bill of goods here. I thought this was going to be of the McCarthy and Trump meeting, and someone's going to be, of course, in big trouble.
Someone's gonna be in big trouble.
I fucking live for that stuff. I live. What happened to Jen? Jen's
Where'd
video's
Jen
gone.
go?
I'll take her
Oh,
off
no.
until she comes back.
Okay.
I live for that kind of shit. There was a guy that used to be on the Howard Stern show. He would call. He wasn't actually on the show. He was just a big fan, but they'd play his clips all the time. He would call news shows and get on the air and pretend that he was like a police chief, and then eventually when he gets on the air, he goes like, Howard Stern's asshole, Baba Booey, farts, So this guy, whoever works for, was it MSNBC? Thank you.
So
Thank
I'm
you.
curious though, is this guy or person fired?
Well,
Like,
according to
damn
Brian
right.
Williams, he's going to be. But we, at that time, he has no idea who did it.
yeah.
I hope whoever did it is able to maintain his secrecy. Jen, where'd you go? I hope he's able to maintain a secret identity. I hope he can still keep his job, because I'd love for that guy to continue to get paid.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like harmless. It was funny. It wasn't insulting or anything. It was really funny.
It was harmful to their broadcast. I'll
That's
say
true.
that.
That's
But
true.
as far as personal damage, nobody got hurt in the making of this funny video. No big
It
deal.
wasn't like a messed up video, it was Tom Cruise.
And it says, and the video is supposed to be McCarthy and Trump reunite in Florida. So it's just someone was like, wouldn't it be funny if they met up and just said the words from Jerry Maguire and whoa, what if I just put the clip from Jerry Maguire?
Oh my God. That is great. That was a great video. That is,
yeah.
I can't believe it's still happening.
Yeah.
Like they can get away with it.
Well, like I said, it had to be an inside job. You know what I mean? Like the guy had to work there, and he said, we were sold a bill of goods, and somebody's going to get fired.
That was the best part.
Yeah. Oh, that's always the best part. The video playing is one thing, but then watching the anchor struggle to get things back on track. I feel for him as the host of a show.
Oh,
sometimes things get off track. I think he handled it well. He said that the poor guy got sold a bill of goods.
Yes.
So, what are you gonna do, Jen? What do you think about that?
I think it was obviously the Scientologists.
So you think there was a Scientologist that works there at MSNBC? It sort of planted that video in.
Yes, 100%. That was who was delivering the bill of goods.
Yes. Yeah. So, I thought it was just some troll, but you're like, no.
Dianetics.
Oh.
Dianetics.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. Here we go. Hey, look who's here. It's Kim. Kim Main and Davidson. Hi, Kim. How you doing? I'm glad you're watching the show today. Thank you, my amazing friends. I appreciate you. I appreciate your story personally, Kim. So keep fighting. We're going to try to get some funds going and raffle off some art, baby.
Yeah, we're going to start lifting our shirts if we need to, but we're going to get that money.
Maybe not
you first.
They don't let you in. That's weird, right?
That's true. Damn it.
This has got to be the first year in a long time, the first, I guess, year and a half now that a good shirt flash isn't going to get you more. It's going to make you look crazy.
Yep. That's very true.
Part of what happened with 2020 is it really twisted our minds to feeling like, flashing your tits. It's not going to get you the big favors that you usually want.
Yep.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask, have you guys seen or have you been flashed or flashed anyone before?
Yes, but I missed it.
Wait. JP missed it and Jen said what?
What?
What did you say?
I said yes to all.
Yeah, Jen's answer is very straightforward.
Very straightforward. JP, you missed it. That's fine.
Yeah,
No,
I missed it.
I have small favors. I know that my limits are. I'm not gonna get into a Trader Joe's with these things. It's just maybe a pencil eraser. I might
just
get a
for
pencil eraser.
Okay, yeah. If you needed a very small favor done.
Yes,
maybe.
You get a small favor.
I see.
I don't have big favors.
Neither do I.
Knowing your limits. If you don't know your limits, then you start to embarrass yourself. You're asking for bigger favors than you've got to handle. It's not a good
Straight
look.
up. Kate says I'd pay per view.
Yeah.
And Kim's back. She says, "Oh, I'll flash anyone now." That is amazing. If you were listening to earlier in the broadcast, that joke is even funnier.
Yes.
Can we real quick talk about my friend Kim? This bitch has the best sense of humor that when she goes through chemotherapy, she's got her head shaved. The first thing she decides to do is to do a side-by-side picture and send it to me of her with a light bulb in her mouth and Fester from Adam's. Are you
Kim.
fucking kidding me?
This is why.
Who does that?
I'd be such a sad sack of shit if I was in her situation. I'd be such a sad, lame thing.
Yep. I'd be in a corner, fucking just lump.
Oh.
That
is why we love Kim.
Oh my god.
So good.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, we've been talking about this. Has been a very raunchy show, as Dan pointed out earlier. There's flashing and teabagging, and then we're back to
this
flashing.
This is what happens when Joe doesn't decide to talk.
Yeah, okay? You get us.
He's here to regulate, and he ain't here right now.
This is right up Joe's alley. This kind of stuff. Joe loves dirty jokes. I'm the one that's usually like, Joe, come on. Yeah.
Yep.
He loves dirty jokes, and this is right up his alley. And when he's on the show, he's actually he's very reserved when he's on the show. The people who know Big Joe know he's much more alive than he is on the show. He's sort of playing off me when he's here. But if he had his druthers, I believe he'd be saying dirty joke after dirty joke because he's just he's a sick man.
A sick fuck.
Joe, do you agree with any of this?
Yeah, I sure do.
Oh, he said no. He's being shy. But anyway, thank you, Joe. We'll see you next week, buddy. So, well, that was really fun, folks. As I said, check out Jen Marshall Art. There's an Insta link right there. It's not a link. You can't click on it. But just burn some calories and type that into your phone. It's really easy.
My main
Jen
account
Marshall Art.
is J Money Tattoos. I mainly do tattoos.
J
Check
Money
out
Tattoos.
J Money Tattoos.
Yeah, what we're sort of not talking about is J Money here, Jen Marshall.
Yeah.
Huge tattoo artist, been doing it for over 10 years now. How long have you been
Did you
doing
just call me fat?
Literally huge. Wow. You're so much like Joe.
Yeah.
But you have been doing tattoos for like over 11 years now, right? 11, 12?
No, not at all. No.
What are you talking about?
It's been like 7 years?
Yeah, more like 7.
Yeah.
So,
7 years.
but I met you.
I was probably like working.
Were you like an apprentice at the time, or
I was working at
okay?
a shop and apprenticing and stuff like
Which
that.
is more impressive that someone that can say that has been tattooing for 7 years has work that is ridiculous. And don't take my word for it. Go to J Money Tattoos. Like, her work is speechless. For 7 years, thank goodness she can draw, because that's about it.
I mean, I can't read.
Can't read.
Well, pardon me, I'm a little embarrassed. I didn't do my research, I guess.
What a host.
Pardon me. So yeah, Jen, tattoo artist of 13, 14 years.
About 26 years.
26 years. She's actually been tattooing longer than she's been alive, which is crazy.
It's amazing. Actually,
yeah.
I'm pretty impressive.
Yeah. I had a needle in there. Tattooing the inside. You're tattooing the walls as a fetus.
Yeah.
Anyway, so enough about that. But please check out Jen Marshall. And once again, just going to point y'all below this video. There is a link to a GoFundMe for Kim. We've been talking about her pretty much the whole episode. So,
which is very rad.
it's been
And
very
you will
fun,
be able
Jen.
to win gifts and packages and prizes and signed art prints and original paintings.
And workouts, because
And
no
workouts.
excuses. You come, you work out with us at home, nice and safe.
Straight up. This is not your average, typical GoFundMe boogie. There's a lot more going on here. You can get some stuff. I'd liken it more to a Patreon kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever, for lack of a better word. But Jen, please tell me, is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you wanted to plug today on our show?
Plug.
I don't think so.
We covered everything.
I'm not really a plugger, I don't think. I'm just not like equipped to plug. So maybe I'll get better at it, and like next time I'm a guest, I'll like have a good list or something. But
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not a good plugger. You've got sort of a misshapen jack, is what you're saying.
Yes. How did you know?
You got a freak jack.
May I plug for her real quick? Check out Jen Marshall's photography too, because she's a really good photographer. So she's just a really good creative type overall. So check out J Money Tattoos, check out her art, and check out her photography.
I'm pretty sure that if you go to at J Money Tattoos, you'll probably find the links to all of your works, right, Jay?
You
Yes.
will.
J-Money?
You will.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, very good. Well, Jen Marshall, it's been a great time. Thank you for joining us on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
I would love to have you back. I'd love to have you on, and we'll really get into Jen Marshall. I think I just walked into another
Or
one of those.
not.
dirty
Yes,
jokes.
you did.
Just hang out. Who cares?
We could just hang out. But anyway, I'd love to have you back on the show. Thank you for coming on such short notice too. I really wanted you to. I wanted you to have a chance to talk about what you're doing for Kim. So I thought it was really cool. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I miss you two a lot.
Oh,
You're not near me anymore.
let's not. Oh,
Let's not.
please.
Let's not do this, okay?
That's
We're
not.
always doing this.
It's not that kind of show. Oh
Okay.
gosh.
Most importantly, like, more than you two, can you please tell your mom that I love her lore?
Shout out to mom, who does watch this show, by the way.
Yeah,
So
let's shout out to Laura's
watching this
mom.
show. Thank you, Jen.
You know we're on the air, right, Jen? This is a live.
Oh my God, this is not you talking to
Yes.
us on the phone. Just kidding.
Look, this is. Why don't you just text her mom? Okay.
I do.
This is not what I meant when I said, do you have anything else to say? You just
Y'all
can't say
want to
hi.
plug it in my mom?
I'm kidding. But anyway, hey, Jen, thank you so much. We'll let you go. I know you're busy. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Okay. You guys have a good day. Thanks.
Bye,
Love
Jen.
you.
Bye.
Wow.
Jen. What a gal.
girl. What a gal.
What a gal.
What a nice
What a
gal. What a nice gal. Well, that was a fun show. It's an hour long
Ooh.
show. It really
That went by fast.
Yeah.
Super fast.
Really, 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 really went by fast.
And we spoke about so many things. How lovely.
Yeah, we spoke everything from tits to tea bags, back
To
to
plugs.
tits, to plugs, back to tea bags.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was one funny show. I had a great time. Coach Laura, how did you enjoy our show today? Did you have fun being a co-host today?
I had a great time. What a fun show. What a great place to just hang out and chill. Thank you so much for having me as a little co-host. I appreciate it.
Of course, I really appreciate you doing this. So you're a host yourself. You're more of a host. You're not used to having the co next to it. So tell us about what you're hosting.
Yeah, it was interesting to learn to shut up and just listen too. But yes, I am a host. I have the Wellness of Madness podcast, which is a mental health podcast. Please check it out. It's on Apple, it's on Spotify, it's everywhere. And I just did another episode on BPD, borderline personality disorder. So we like to try to educate people and try to make people live stigma free. No more stigma on mental health. So that's what I host.
The stigma being that you're sort of a wussy for seeking help for that kind of thing. Is that
Yes.
sort of the stigma that you're talking about?
Absolutely. And there's a lot of stigmas, like whether it be that, oh yeah, come on, you're just being, like you said, you're just being a pussy. You don't need anything. You don't need therapy. But also the stigma of treating people like they're toxic, which I don't like that word, or dramatic, or things like that, that we just don't know. And we're ignorant. We say things, or we treat people a certain way, even without noticing sometimes. And yes.
Yeah, and interesting you use that word toxic. You were speaking about that with your guest on your newest episode, the one you just referred to, your BPD episode. So I thought that conversation about the word toxic was very interesting that you had with your guest Zany Stavert, right? Is going to be on the show.
Yeah, Zanny Stavert is a seamstress and a BPD advocate, as well as a psych student. She's wonderful. And I did want to have that conversation because I really am not a fan of this kind of moment we're living where you're like, oh, you want to feel better? Remove all the toxic people from your life. Fuck toxic people. And it's like, ouch, dude. Like, that's not what we should do. We should come together, help each other out.
Well, definitely check out the newest episode of the Wellness of Madness podcast with podcast, not a podcast.
Could be a podcast.
Yes, do check out the latest episode of the Wellness of Madness podcast with Coach Laura Ray. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, probably Stitcher, all those places where you get podcasts. And it was a great time. I've already heard it. So
thank you.
Anyway. Coach Laura, I think you did a great job as a co-host. I really appreciate you bouncing off with me here today. That's going to be it for us. We'll be back next week. We're going to have a special guest next week.
Ooh.
I don't think I'm ready to announce it yet. I will announce it very soon. But we got a special guest this week. It's going to be fun. Hopefully, we'll have Big Joe back. I'll be honest with you. Don't know if he's going to be here next week or not. So
No.
let's fingers crossed. If not, it's going to be the morning after with JP on Big Joe. We're going to move this shit to like Wednesdays or Thursdays, maybe. I don't know.
I must say we miss you, Big Joe, and thank you, JP, for still coming on and doing the show because it makes my morning super happy when I watch it in the morning, and I know it does to a lot of people. So make sure you guys follow.
Thanked me. No one's ever thanked me for doing the show. I don't need thank yous. I really appreciate this is fun for me. So thank you for being on the show. And yeah, I agree with her about missing Big Joe. Please come back. Please come back, Big Joe. We miss you. Stroke your beard if you miss us. That's my guy.
I know he does.
He does. He does. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like I said, we'll be back next Friday at 10 a.m. with a special guest yet to be announced. Coach Laura, thank you once again. I know I've thanked you about 8 times since I first mentioned that I was going to end the episode. So that's the last time I'm going to do that. So for Coach Laura, I'm JP. We'll see you guys next week, and have a great week, guys. Bye now.